Hello again. Good evening, guys. I actually have received a few feedbacks already, but we're going to talk about it again tonight. Okay. Um, One of the concerns that some of the teachers told me is that they really have a difficulty of writing something on this part, right? What actually happens is that every time we're going to say something or we're going to write something on this part, it's like this page keeps on like going up, right? So we cannot do anything about it. It's like it's very difficult for us to say something or to write something in this part, right? So normally what we do or what I do is you remember this? Yeah, we actually have something like this in our old ET file, right? So what I just do is just I copy this. This is the four criteria, by the way. So I copy this under fluency and coherence, and then we just paste it here, right? It's just something like this. But if there's still something else that you wanted to write something, just like for example here under grammatical range and accuracy, and you cannot write anything on this part, what you need to do is just click this button here, yeah, make it bigger, maximize the whole screen like this, right? And so you can already write everything that you need to. Okay? Yeah. All right. And then after you're done with it, all you just have to do is just to click this same button over here. Yeah. To make it smaller. Okay? Yeah. So that's one of the things that we can do about it. But yeah, I mean, it's very easy. We don't really need to, like explain too much about that part here. Because we're just gonna have to like copy and paste, just like the same thing that we were doing before, right? Just going to explain grammatical range and accuracy based on the things that we are actually showing here. If you cannot show that, again, you're just gonna have to click this one, maximize it, and then minimize it again after you have explained that part. Okay? Here in this new BSR, there's really nothing much under IELTS speaking and introduction. If you'll notice, or if you can still remember, in this part, we still have some other things that we can explain. Just like, for example, in part one, how they should supposed to answer the questions, right? Yeah. I mean, pretty much we can actually also still do that, but we don't really need to write something on this part, right? What's actually going to happen is that this is the part that we can tell them, don't worry, Mr. Student or Miss Student, because we are going to talk about those kind of things in our normal class. Okay? Yeah, so that's like one thing that we can do so that we can entice them, right? We can encourage them to look forward to have a normal class with us, right? Yeah, that's only just one thing. And what else? I think that's it, right? I was actually also told that there are some teachers as well that are not writing so much, or so much about their corrections and suggestions. So please try to say more in this part. Okay. Um, I think that's it. In regard to the course plan, we don't really need to discuss that to the student because it's a teacher assistant who's going to do that, and as well as the homework, right? So there's really nothing much that we can talk about it to the student. Yeah, I think that's it, right? And again, just to emphasize, during the student information, this is the part that we are asking questions about the student, about their IELTS exam and everything, so we don't need to share this screen at first, right? When we are already talking about IELTS speaking introduction, that's the time that we are sharing the screen. But after this, we need to turn it off because we're going to do the mock test, right? Once we are doing the mock test, we don't need to stay in this page, but instead we have to go to this page because this is where we write all our corrections and suggestions. Okay? And again, when we are talking about the band score, that's the time that we are going to turn off our camera and then share our screen again, right? And that goes as well with the answering method, like discussing to them the things that they need to improve for their answers. Okay. I will not make this video so long anymore. So if you have some more questions, please do not hesitate to send me a message as well. Okay. Have a good night, ladies. Keep fighting. Bye bye.